What's going on? Hey, how you doing, Heavy? Yes, it's been a long time. How are you? How are you all doing? Um, well, had a few days to. It felt good to come back and do that live for so long. Um, I do lives now on other platforms and such, and it's just what I've learned to do. I learned from planning how to do a lot of these things, and then I've adapted a lot of the things for myself to do. Um, I hope all is well for you guys. Um, I want to ask because, okay, I did not come back because of what was said about me. I was coming back anyway. It's if you could follow a pattern of what I said from one platform to another, because I had to go and look back. I said this well over a month ago. First of all, I didn't even know my name was even in this sector at all. It was just a coincidence that I've been asked private message. Someone had been messaging me and asking me to delve back into it, to work with me and delve back into it, I believe. And I I didn't know where the case was. They've been with it for a couple years. I didn't know anybody doing the content around it, anything. I didn't look it up. And then I was told something on IG. But the thing is, all at the same time, over on Instagram, as not Instagram, over on TikTok, as all of this is, I guess, coming out to be whatever on the YouTube side, on TikTok, I'm in a live saying, I'm just to go back to, just looking in it, just to see, to um, see if anyone has my perspective on this. Do they feel like she's here, she's not here? Um, I just was interested. It happened, it didn't happen. I'm interested on everyone's perspective about this because it is to get people's perspective of something. However, this is a case that got me further into looking at doppelgangers, lookalikes, clonage, all that type of stuff. It got me looking. I've proven to myself and to others on this platform before, um, and I do not have a channel that is of Keygen because of the simple fact every time I had my Keygen channel, it was taken down. And it was taken down because of, I told y'all, juicy. If you know and you know, whatever. But the simple fact is, uh, no matter what anyone says, I know that this was my doing. And like hopping over to Instagram, if you go and look at one of my Instagram posts, I say that I'm manifesting a lot of the things that are literally coming out to be. It's like I was sitting right there in the driver's seat of this coming to me because I was like, I don't even know what to look into because I just didn't. I didn't even try to even type in Kenneka. And then I was like, well, why not? After this situation arose being brought up because I had to go and search for this video because all I was given was a screenshot. So I'm asking for the timestamp, the video, and I'm not seeing it. I get the video, I don't see it, and I think it might have been another video. I don't know, but and then I just relaxed. It's not a big deal. I'm just saying like this. to be said that, why am I responding? Why are you saying my name? Don't say my name if you don't want me to say that back. Or if I don't say nothing and then they go, she was over there and she didn't reply. I'm just saying, it called me as I was calling it, if you understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying who, I'm saying the whole thing of this case, this situation with Kenneka, this movie of Kenneka. This was calling me as I was calling it. And I'm a whole different person from what I was then as to what I believe the universe and me in this situation lined up. I mean, this was divine timing because y'all, even this ability to go live, I had no knowledge of up until it's like everything lined up. And I wake up every day and I say this, and I recommend you all say this too. Abundance is my birthright, and say, why am I always in the right place, right time, good things happening for me? Why is this going to be the best day of my life? That's how I am. That is exactly how I am. I have to be the best version of myself. I'm not worried about that. Somebody was asking me about it's you. I don't care. I just want to see people's perspective on the case with Kenneka. I just want to see how um, I could still put a part of what Planet and I and some other people were thinking and feeling at the time, and just let you guys know that there's another perspective. And I mean, if I don't know if the videos were made so nobody could say anything, you know, but it is true what we were talking about. Teresa didn't come after us. She didn't say nah. Matter of fact, she even I think liked something or shared something. I can't remember with Planet, but when she even put up a photo of a Kenneka that was not Kenneka, it really got Planet. Planet was like, that's crazy. But someone mentioned about his sexuality. That is not our business, y'all. He gone. What we worried about what's between and what's going on in people's lives and stuff like that. Okay, like that. That's a distraction, honey. So I'm not distraction by the D or the whatever, the thing. We must understand that these. I'm not in it like that. And I'll go as far as saying this. One person that told me that they thought that he was a certain way ended up being a certain way they damn self. So be careful. I'm just saying, be mindful, because I had to learn the hard way that people will try to distract you for no reason. This is about information. I'm not trying to get with nobody. Nobody's trying to get with nobody. I mean, please don't come into these communities online and do these things. There's so much research that I've done on and videos I've done about our mindset when we come onto these platforms and what are our true intentions. Are our higher selves connected to this? And another thing with bringing something towards me, I wasn't ever in a position of when I had the information I did that I would not be a part of this, or if you can understand with yes, it is deep and it was affecting a lot. It's affecting a lot of people, but we can get through it. We already got it. We got to learn how to speak the right ways and talk the right ways, and talk to ourselves about who and what we are. Be proud of ourselves. I do a voice recording of myself every day, talking about how great and wonderful and powerful I am, and how I'm in a harmonious space, and how There ain't nothing outside of me that is occurring. I'm creating all of this. And I'm proud of myself for creating what I've created for myself. Um, I am back on here. And no, I do not have my other channels. They were all taken. That means I'm trying to monetize myself on many levels. So please hold on, because like I said, I have other projects I'm doing. A project I just finished, and it's 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 that season. 2025 is supposed to be a very good, thriving season. So get yours. I'm telling you, I studied the resonance over on TikTok with my friends, and we look at how our energies are being played with. This was what triggered it. This thing, Kenneka, was the thing that opened my eyes to, man, they really they got time to mess with people. We already a part of God. And we are of. And how can we fail? You know what I'm saying? Um, I wanted to tell you all that although I'm not able to play all of the Kenneka Jenkins videos, they're over on Rumble. Go to Keygen 2 over on Rumble and follow me on there or whatever. You don't have to buy it or download it. You just go over there and watch it. I believe I have Tammy, some other things. I'll go and check and see what I uploaded. I will be uploading. I gotta put the video together because I never put the video together because of how crazy the picture looked. This is the photo of Teresa that you'll be presented. It has to do with, okay, remember she said she had the big C in the chest. And she said she had been through, chemo, all that stuff, although she had blonde hair, which you're not supposed to do that, and all that. But, and all that stuff went away. It's amazing how she would mention stuff and it just went away. Like the son that passed the year before, she said that, but it just went away. And then there was Kenny, but you never really saw Kenny, but then when you took, man, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, this photo, it was off of, and I'm gonna tell you, it was on Facebook. I did not post it. She posted it, and I can't believe they allow it to be on there. But it's to show you. Look, man, she had something. Something was about. Maybe she was a hypochondriac, possibly. Anyway, other things that we wanted to look at. Somebody had asked about the cousin. Now I don't know, is that about the cousin with the what was that? I wondered if it was the cousin that had made the phone call saying that she was disabled, correct? But I don't think that that's what I think I do have the stuff for that to show that. I'm thinking about something else that I wanted to bring to y'all attention about the woman that was in the oven. What the hell is up with that? And then parallels of that and Kenneka. Let me put my phone up to the laptop so I can share this stuff. Because I was like, man, that's some real messing with some folk heads. That's some really, and then the, man, there's some very unusual parallels uh, with that altogether. All together, for real. I'm going to look for this. Um, Let me get a photo of Kenneka. And I believe, did I put up Leonore? I'm not sure if I put up that photo yet. Um, but I'll have to go check it out. Why is photo looking crazy off to the side? But I really would like to know where, like, who are the people that are doing videos now and such, and their names and what their thoughts about it, because I feel like it really is um, it's a movie. It's a movie. It's literally in motion, and um, Mr. Lowenstein, he knows. He's an orchestrator. Um, let's see. Trying to look up something. Hope all is well though for you guys. Okay, the 911 thing. I guess we could um go over that. But the really the waiver is a little bit is just as important, I think, to talk about. Let me see if it's gonna pop up correctly. Okay.
Jen, and this is the consolidation request given to the state of Illinois by the village of Roseland. This has a lot to do with Kenneka if you're going to question it. It's a year before, and Deputy Chief Mackey has something to do with it. Please listen to it, although it's not in its entire form. You'll understand why I stopped. And this is a part one because we got to get down to the bottom of this. Just knowing that MTV got their little grubby hands on this shit, and then everybody.
Okay. There's gonna be a little bit of language. This is for entertainment purposes only. I believe this may be up on Rumble. Did I do this? I don't know if I did. But um it everything, it seems like with this situation with just a minute. Sorry, somebody was at my door. Anyway, Phil. Okay, Phil. Whatever. Um, I don't know what the lunch lady was doing, but okay. Um, with Kenneka and the waiver form, this goes in a little bit zillionaire. Zillionaire still on it? Oh, you're telling me we're all in it. Okay. And it's Jenn. If you're gonna say if you're gonna put it, it's Kijen, Kijenn. Um, it's whatever. I mean, what does that even mean? I would really like to know if I'm there. Like, what am I doing there? Am I worried about the body, or am I moving it? Am I hiding her? Am I friends with her? What's going on with the perspective of? And how long have y'all known of me on this thing? How many years? Because I just made what I made and moved on, and that was like 2020. However, I was going back into it backwards. I was working my way literally backwards on my channel before I lost it. And no, I do not have it. And this is just really just me. I have wanted to come back to this case. I had no idea about any perspective of it and such and whatever. Okay. All right. But either way, have they talked? And if so, if he knows everything or she knows everything, whoever knows about that, it's all us and they were there, wouldn't that mean that they know something too? Everybody's part of the story of their perspective of it. I'm not bothered at all. It's just it's a distraction. It's all a distraction or whatever. And if I've been exposed, so be it. I'm the lunch lady. Do I still work there? It's been years, man. I would hope that I'm not still working out there. Out there doing a psyop. Not doing my job. She ain't doing her job at all in that fucking video. Um, but you be well. Thank you for your perspective and your opinion of me apparently working in the food industry or is it the hospitality? Would that be hospitality? Being in that hospitality business or what have you. Um, the videos that you're going other things. Okay. This right here, just look at that right there. And this is my away. My actual factual daughter that died right here. Trish, not Doja Cat. Trish, right there. That's my daughter, and that's my other daughter. Lost her in 2022. Um, Lord, I'm sorry. Not sorry. It just I was interested in that case because of her. Anyway, back to this situation. The Kennekas. These Kenekas. Yeah, I said Kenekas because that was our perspective. This chick was not this chick. That wasn't that all that. It didn't seem correct or whatever. Um. Also, um, there's things um that you can go and watch about after Kanika or whatever this stuff was with that village. Really shady, and it's called the Village of Rosemont. The interesting part about, let me see, I want to show y'all how this place is not um it's not a .gov. That was another thing that just didn't mesh with it. Let me see. Where is it? Okay. Where are we at? Okay. Um, Something was it? How do I say? Something about how this was just set up. How we supposed to believe that there was that? That was her. Is it? Was it? Like all that's supposed to be same. Mm-mm. My God, what the things Teresa gave us. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Um, the things people did. Oh, this is another thing. This is what I was talking about the other day about that freezer she's in. That freezer is bone dry, y'all. I'm about to show you the picture, and if you have your Kenneka pictures, go out there, boys and girls, go get your Kenneka crime scene pictures. If you downloaded them, you should have downloaded them. Go check that out because it reflects that this is dry. She's right below this picture, this photo that you're looking at, zoomed out. She is down on the floor. He, whatever, is on the floor. On the floor. You see that? That's not, and I mean, I got the other photos, original photos. That was one of the first things that I actually just didn't get. That was like right there. And this is from when I was on YouTube. If you can see, I'm not there anymore. You go look that up, and let me tell you something. I could change my name if I wanted to. It's still gonna bring me towards that. So if I was Keygen, you would go to my videos and not people that did videos about me or tag me in, so to speak. Straight up. So uh, I'm just wanting people to know that I like to have a voice in it, see what other people are feeling and thinking about this case that to me isn't a case. It's just it's a weird dance that we're doing, honey. Um, I like to share with people that um, that it was interesting. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the Kenneka case. So why not just, come and see what's going on? That's all it was. I mean, man, y'all, it is so weird. I got a live that'll show that I was talking about this. I have another video that said that I was creating it with my mind. And then, boom, somebody said something. And then somebody said something. And then somebody did something. And then that was just timing. I was coming on here to do the thing for my cat channel. I'm like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and get ready. And I looked and I saw my login for Key Gym, my email for that. So I go and I click on that, and then boom, I forgot I had access to his channel. The only thing is I'm not able to go through the app and just post things. That's all. Because I have a glitch or something, but I'm just here to have my own opinions about what's going on with it. I'm not here to blame creators about it. If that's what that creator wants to do, that's his own perspective. If they like to speak about it, I don't know. We could talk about it, I guess. Um, if you like, I'm a reasonable person. He seems all right. I mean, I truthfully just want to just show what I have. I'm not able to put it up in video form on here. That's why I'm saying please go over to my Rumble and check that out. I put up quite a few of these videos because I have a lot of them. I mean, before I went into the celebrity sector that I was in, I was just putting up my proof. Oh, and another thing, we're going to look at the book that talks about this, basically, that David D. Friedman had written about in his book. Let's look it up together. Um, let me see. And it's the book that uh, this guy basically he's writing about um, how do I say? He's writing about hold on. What's going on with with the Kenneka case? That was what got my attention. I'm about to go and look it up right now. Because I didn't know I knocked that off. The book, it talks about a hotel. And in that hotel, he says where he can tell you, he can make you think you seeing whatever he wants you to see is his hotel. He's talking about footage. Okay. This is really like ahead of what we were about to be presented with when it came to Kenneka. I mean, it was like intel. Well, basically, it was telling you this is what's about to happen, and it made me nervous, man, because it really did get. My head was somewhere else. My head was somewhere else, and then it took my attention away. Let me get that there. Um, and we're gonna go to Bang. I realized I wasn't sharing the tab, I was sharing the window. Now, This is what he wrote. I didn't know he wrote Laws and Order. That's an interesting thing. But it's right here. Future Imperfect. It's the name of this book. Um, so go to it right now, and I'm gonna share the tab. This is the book that um it tells you. It tells you what is happening, and then the way it says, oh goodness, I think it's about this part right here, but about the privacy. You see that? And technology. That was the crazy thing, y'all, about this case was that you didn't know if this was really. You're like, that's not really him, because there was a bunch of them. You get what I'm saying? There was a bunch of them, a lot of them. Let me allow this to read it for you. I think this was. That seemed like eavesdropping stuff, really. Okay. I mean, like, oh my goodness, they're not even talking about. Okay. I'm gonna see. Can I? Is it gonna read all that if I get it to do it? Hold on. I'm seeing if do I need to be doing this one or the next one. I'm really trying to get to the meat and potatoes of this thing. I guess this out you could listen to it all if y'all don't mind. I really would like to see the other one. Hold on. I really would like to know about the other part of the book, what it's gonna say. But this is done by a David D. Friedman, okay, and it's called Future Imperfect, whatever. Um, okay, maybe it's gonna be this information processing. But y'all, this is just it. Let me see if I can get it to. Sorry, it's trying to cast to somebody's Wi-Fi. Hold on. I want you to. Don't you select it all? Oh, no. There it is. Okay. It's loading it up. Do you know who this is? And how you doing, Prissy? Much love to you if you're still here. Um, but have your own opinions. Go. You got other stuff to do. You can go do it. It's whatever. Anyway, this is the medical examiner, and the thing that I was playing was from David D. Freeman. He is a author, and he did a series of books that are very unusual when it comes to surveillance. And if you had listened to some of it, what it was saying, it was talking about like positioning cameras, which is something that was in relation to the case when it came to Teresa and her saying, the cameras was positioned at anywhere. Um, I mean, where she, perceived them to be, and she thought they took them down. She believed it. Now, the medical examiner, there was stuff that had surrounded that office, being that they had put up this um, several autopsies that were faulty. They were sus. And come to find out, this woman was supposed to be the medical examiner for Kenneka. Now, the weird thing about it is she just had graduated and was put into this position to do this autopsy. And there was a lot of things that were unusual about uh, Kenneka's body, that the mom, I don't know, it was weird things that Teresa said, like about the cups, the drinks, why she drank so much, questioning that as if other people supposed to, babysit Kenneka for, the party time, when you have Teresa recording Kenneka falling all over herself, inebriated, you know. Um, there's some very unusual, stuff. Period. I'm reading what it said. I don't know nothing about none of these people. It's what that's you can do whatever you want to do, nanny. Just have a good day. I'm just here to put up my perspective, and I'm not worried about anybody's opinion. Period. But this is the woman that happened to be the medical examiner. That's what I found. Other things that we're going to be looking at happen to be that young girl. Let me go get that. This case with the woman from Halifax or whatever, and the oven, the parallels of that in Kenneka are unusual. It's almost, I don't know, it's wild. But things that you are going to end up seeing happen to be like the waiver form, the actor waiver forms will go over that, and you'll be able to watch the videos pertaining to that over on Rumble, because, like I said, I can't put any of this stuff on here. I can only put it. I can tell you where to go to put. I can't unless I just show you here, and some of the stuff I'm using certain language that I feel like you should go over to Rumble, Keygen, and watch it, or don't watch it. It's up to you. Um, it's just my perspective. That's all it is. It's a very interesting coincidence. I'm so serious. This is such a big coincidence. This whole thing. Seriously. Such an unusual thing. Um, it's not in a particular order. Trying to figure out where's my stuff. But I do sure hope all is well for everyone. Good, better, or different. Get your thing on, do your thing. I don't know if I put that on that day or this day. Wish I could see the picture exactly. Can't see the photo. That's a video. Okay. I'm just gonna exit that. But yeah, the young girl that the I can't remember her name, but she had perished in a fire and in the oven in the Walmart. That was wild. I and then after it all started, hearing what was said about it, and that's all we could all do is know what we say. Okay, period, and just go with it or not. Um, it's you know let's see. Look for other stuff. The I don't know. She's just right in the middle of all that. I don't even know the medical examiner that is I'm talking about. Um, the Tammy Roman video, uh, both because she did do two. She did two. She did one like initially, I guess the day of or the day in question. Um, but a lot of these cases, there's like one star that might be, you know, zoned to it, and you don't know if it's a sinister case or not, or you know, all we can do is just it really is about energy, and it's about you taking your time away from you being something. That's where I tried to come in to show people this is to take your energy away so you don't go and pay attention to what you should be in your life, period. I would hope when you, and I would say this all the time to the people that watch my videos, when you get off here, go do something. Don't just be. Don't just be. Don't go paying your attention to that. And then if you wonder why you get certain types of energies towards you, it very well may be because of what you're emitting out. however you decide to put your creativity, go do it. I don't care how you do it, just go and do it. Go and be it. I'm not even gonna tell you to sit there and be there and don't move. Get up there and go do something. Be something with yourself. A lot of things are already done. It is what it is. Let's go out there and get it, man. And people gonna say shit. You see people right there, but a comment saying shit. It's not gonna change anything of who I am, what I do for myself, for my kids. That it's only that's perception. Thank you for your perspective, okay? And apparently in this day and age, you don't supposed to say nothing. Just let somebody say something about you. Okay, well go ahead and keep it moving, honey. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. But I do feel as though I could show you some things with my vision of what the Kenneka Jenkins case was. If you'd like to know why I started this case, you can go look at my Rumble. The video's on there. It is it's something I put up. And like I said, I don't know what my position in this, when did my name or anything ever come up about anything when it came to Kenneka, because when I left, or not even left, just was when I lost the channel, I was working on towards, at the time right before, I was working my way backwards introducing people to Kenneka. And I didn't know who was in the sector then. And I really, I mean, at this point, maybe I don't need to even care about who else is out there. And, just, I'm just going to stick with what I feel is there for me to present. And it's not in any other way. It's my perspective. And I mean, I got the right to do it. I'm here. I'm here for something. And if you don't believe in it, you don't have to believe in it. Just keep it moving. I'm just showing my perspective of it. But this, like I said, this is the medical examiner that was supposed to have done the autopsy for Kenneka. And as you see, she had graduated in 2017. And a lot of newly people that graduated from doing medical duties and such like that, a lot of them have actually, losses, a lot of losses. And they say a lot of the time, do not go to the hospital during August. It is a very dangerous time because there are a lot of students and such out there. But as the thing that was reading before, it was basically getting at, and there's more to that man and his books, because it does talk about eventually a hotel, and it does talk about footage, and it does talk about him altering the footage and being that he can do that and such. And that was interesting, being that that was a topic, you know. And it's very interesting that um, the whole case gets away from Kenneka. That was where I was like, well, why is it getting away from that? Because if it was, there would be a whole lot of other things that would make sense. But like I said, the 911 waiver a year before Kenneka, okay, that's not a photo. It's not a video or something. Nowadays, things can people see what they want to see and such. But words, time, moments that they didn't put into this thing, such as this 911 waiver. This 911 waiver.
Simultaneously, the narrative asserts that the unique clustering of
This thing talks about the reason for this to had happened. That is where I come in. This isn't fake information. This is real information that you can go look up for yourself and validate for yourself. When I come into this case, I don't really come into it about the people and all that type of stuff and who's who and all that. I'm going into the documentation that you can go and validate for yourself, not something that I could just point at and then you just say. It says it goes into this verbatim that there was a discrepancy with that 911 system, and they needed a reason to prove why that there should be a 911 system implemented only for Rosemont PSO or whatever officers to answer to. Because remember, they're not police. They're a certain kind of public service officer. That's what a PSO is, a public service officer. They're not police. That's why some of them had gotten arrested in Chicago for doing some robberies. And one of the guys happens to be on videotape, and I know John has the proof of that. The director got the proof. And he been having the proof. And he has the proof right now. And right now, like I said, this is the movie. This is right here, right now, the movie of it. I'm just showing you that they've been talking about this movie happening. The weird little quirks with the Caddyshack thing. And like the sands. I'm talking about the wordings. I'm paying attention to the deals that was made with the Murray brothers and the Crown Plaza. Why are we shaking hands as a first part of the deal? And this being done. These people are doing like ceremonial type of things. There's a weird type of ceremonialness about this whole case. Or story or movie or whatever you want to call it. But I'm just showing the paperwork at times over this to show you this was already supposed to happen. I mean, I even have the actor waiver form for somebody that could have been younger or older. Here's one in particular. This is the exercise evaluation thing. Let me show you. This right here. Because all this has to do with these are exercises that these people, Homeland Security, that's what Mackey got to do with this, y'all. That's what this is about. You know, there's an actor form, huh? There's even with a name change thing. You know how hard it is to change your name? You're supposed to go to what the judge and all that stuff. No, not where they're at, because it's an exercise. It clearly said, and although I'm showing you, you could go to the websites that I'll provide for you after I go and get some more of my videos, so it could show you. Like there was so much stuff that they're not. Let me see. Like there's a lot out there that's not being understood about this case. It literally was just to get your attention away from something else. We're a certain age group that this got attention. We were all a certain age group. I didn't realize it until like after Planet was gone. And like I said, this was really meant for me to have to be somehow a part of it right now. I mean, I just had said this. I just had said, maybe I should go back and just see. I wanted to see. I didn't know what was going on. And once again, I like to say something that was said before. There's enough use for everybody with this. Chill. Let me do my part. Move on. There's a lot of places you can go other than to just try to discourage someone's content. I'm not discouraging anyone's content. I'm discouraging the case. I'm discouraging people from getting caught up in this case to where it's just this. And I'm saying that because I watched a lot of people, they're not here no more. They got a light. I mean, I don't know, there's a light in all of us. And I mean, damn, let somebody do what they want to do. It's gonna be my thoughts. It's gonna be my little perspective, whatever you want to call it. But I'm here. We're not gonna just be talking about Kenneka or anything like that, because there's other things to do and just look at. If y'all have suggestions, I'm gonna get some things together so you can contact me. Um, when I got off here, I forgot. I was like, I don't even know how to talk to Queen Judah or any of these wonderful people I hadn't heard from in a while or seen. And matter of fact, I wanted to play one of Queen Judah's videos because there was a very interesting video she was a part of, and I've seen it just the other day, just scanning. And I like to, if she would be okay with that, I like to share it with everybody. But it's my case too. I want to be a part of it, like it or not. Um, you know, I don't know. I know that they're saying I like a what's this a connection with the oh my goodness. No, I don't. But that's cool that you could be so bold to say that. I'm so I'm so bothered. Um but y'all just I don't know. I just wanna talk to some people, see what they think about it because like I said, this has nothing to do with someone saying that I did something. If you I'm not gonna get in my own personal DMs, but in my DMs, I've been talking to a person for a while about this case. Them asking me to, hey, can you maybe, gather some things together that I guess me and Planet Thought or whatever they were intending, and they were asking me to present it. I didn't know anything about what the perspective was. If there were, I assumed there was new, what's that called? New creators that were deciding to be a part of it. I mean, I would think that there would be, but to no, I didn't know how. Like I said, I'm wanting to know how far into this was, I guess, looked at or whatever. I like to know when it was presented, that either my content or whatever, and if so, what info you're saying. I don't have a clue, but because I have many perspectives. Being that this was not real, I have a perspective on all these different type of Kenekas that I saw. Like it is that much a part of my views on this case is that uh, this Kenneka character was very, very much so. Um, she was relatable in a way. There was something relatable about the whole case. Like I said, if my daughter had just left my home and I'm like scared, and it was. I mean, could I have brought that to myself? My God, and I desire to do this. I plan on being a part of it. Um, I'm gonna go back and get that Friedman video that I did a few years ago, explaining how he actually was talking about hotel footage and things like that. Very weird situation. He even talked about as if he did certain crimes and how he would get away with it. And that was very interesting. And that doesn't point towards Kenneka, if you understand what I'm saying. My stuff don't point towards really her at all. It really goes into the meat and potatoes of why would there be a Kenneka? Well, there would be a Kenneka if they would like to have examples of uh, Americanization in Ethiopia. Like my thing went to when people were seeing J5, I went and I broke it down what a J5, what it was. This has to do with Germany. And Germany is where the base for AFRICOM and the U.S. Armed Forces, because they do have a military, and they are out there based in Germany, and they run a psyop, a exercise every year, and it's called African Lion. Go look it up. Period. Mackie runs these exercises. That's how I found the waiver forms. That's how I found that the Homeland Security stuff, all that stuff. And y'all, it's a port of entry. A lot of these things happen at port of entries. That's where foreigners can come in and out of the port. That's where Jesse Smollett stuff happened. Why would they have people that were suspects in his situation be able to leave in Chicago? That's a port of entry. These are psychological operations. This is to deter you from what flying in the sky or whatever you want to call it, or you being your best version of yourself. That's what I feel. You're gonna be okay if you think uh, this is some sort of trickery or something sneaky or whatever. It's all just not. I wish I could just explain to you how this is just this is the figment of your imagination. This is not a real situation. Everything is not a real situation. Seriously, there is something else that is playing with your attention so you don't end up being abundant. You don't notice that they're talking about birthright. And if you go back to some of the things that I've talked about on other channels and stuff like that over this past year, but like over on TikTok, I tell people all the time, abundance is your birthright. You need to start walking around saying it. You do whatever you want to do. You could call me a lunch lady. You could say, hey, what's going on, kids? Been a while. All this stuff. You could be like, this not cool. You could say, this is great. I'm going to tell you this. Good, better, and different. You don't have to like me. Go walk around and start saying to yourself, abundance is my birthright. Do you know that right now your birthright is being talked about and in play with Donnie and all that stuff? Y'all, abundance is your birthright is what you need to say. Your words or your wand, you need to go start making things happen. You need to start creating things. Abracadabra. I'm not lying because this stuff is just a game. And you're going to be all right. There's enough room for me to make my content and say what I like to say. Anybody that don't like it, they don't have to be here. And if they like it, they could be here. And if they got a problem with like trauma bonding and still want to be around here and act like they have to stay and stuff, let them be here. But just do that for me. Walk around and say, abundance is my birthright. Start talking to yourself. Start telling yourself how great and powerful and wonderful you are. Straight up. Write your own life. Do your own thing. You're going to get it. There's a lot of you out there that are gifted and that are sitting in this funk of despair. They are sitting in these cases and stuff like that, not doing nothing productive. Let me tell you what I did when I started with Kenneka. I started learning how to work on things. Seriously. I started to learn the workings of a car. I started to learn the workings of a big screen TV. I learned how to repair things. I learned how to do uh, candles. All this is documented because I was not about to pay my attention to this case and not be doing anything productive because I knew it was taking something away. And that's where I decided that this media thing was really trying to deter us from being something better and better. Without Kenneka, I would not have ended up being Keygen. I would have been Keygen probably doing, like I was doing my candles, but I was doing my candles, learning the science of it as I was in these lives, talking, having a good old time with these wonderful people. And like I said, we didn't talk about that woman doing anything, harming her, because we didn't think it was a her to harm. It was too many hers to harm. That's how it went. And that's how it has continued for myself to believe that she was a character. She was a person that was many different people playing her. Period. It's just a perception of it. And it's nothing other than the girl looked different, yo. She looked like a bunch of different people in a short amount of time. That make no sense. It made no sense. Period. And it just it's what it was. And was it that I put it out there? If you go and look at Tammy Roman's, you can look up Tammy. Tammy Roman talks about Kenneka, and in her live, somebody goes up in that live and says that it wasn't real. Period. And I'm already thinking it wasn't. And I was like, oh my goodness. But enjoy yourselves. I gotta go and finish doing one of my other things that I got to do. I'll be back. Much love to you all. If you'd like to contact me, you could check out my Facebook and message me that way. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. Much love, you all. Y'all be well.